The Russian occupiers have changed the tactics of conducting hostilities in the Bakhmut direction, the Ukrainian command declares. Enemies create small assault groups in order to identify Ukrainian positions. And when our defenders open fire on the spies, enemy artillery immediately begins to work. Therefore, the Ukrainian military increases surveillance in order to destroy Russian units as far as possible from their positions. Bakhmut remains the hottest point on the front, and in recent days, the occupiers have intensified their attack on the city even more.
You see what they are doing? They are waiting for us to come out and give them a good one.
The Russians bombard Bakhmut 24/7 with heavy artillery, tanks and mortars. When it calms down for at least a few minutes, the Ukrainian military tries to check if any of the civilians were injured during the previous shelling.
There are civilians here, please come out. How are you? We are liberating our land, and we are waiting for you to liberate it.
Several thousand civilians, including almost 300 children, still remain in Bakhmut, the Donetsk region, police reports. They live in cold basements, and due to constant shelling, pupils do not have the opportunity to study, but they can't leave because their parents refuse to evacuate.
We should have left long ago, Lena. We really should have. Don't cry. For the sake of your child, it will be better for her. This year she lags behind. She was supposed to go to school, but she didn't because of all this. Next year she will be back to school.
There is no electricity, heating or water supply in Bakhmut. Residents survive thanks to the help of the Ukrainian military and volunteers.
We are going to distribute humanitarian aid. These are the conditions people live in. There are 20 locals on the street. We are in the private sector, and 300 meters from here there are already fighting. Where is the kid? Come on, don't cry. Happy St. Nicholas Day. Look at all these toys. They are all yours. There is a shortage of food and acute shortage of medicines. Locals often get wounded because there is nowhere to hide from the shelling. Bodies cannot be taken out. The situation reminds me of Mariupol at the beginning of the war. The only thing is that volunteers can come to Bakhmut and locals have the opportunity to live, but people do not want to. Although it is impossible to live there, Russians threw huge forces to capture the city. This is some barbaric scale of the Second World War, when the occupiers are walking on the mountains of their corpses, but do not stop.
Bakhmut is now the main target of the Russian occupiers on the battlefield. They are trying to surround the city, which is currently an impregnable fortress for the invaders. But for both Russians and Ukrainians, the battles for Bakhmut are very fierce and bloody.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Latest news, trends, and analytics on all about Ukraine. Like, share, and subscribe. Any questions, proposals, and comments, contact us via email.